we'll see the topic time, speed and distance. First we'll go with basics. In basics, we are going to see relationship between, then formula, and at last conversions. So first we'll see relationship between time and speed. So is time and speed are directly or inversely proportional? Yeah, good. Obviously it is inversely proportional. Why? Because when you are moving in high speed, you can reach the destination in less duration of time. But when you are moving in very low speed means you will take more time to reach a particular destination. So for this reason, time and speed are inversely proportional. When distance is constant. Second relation is between distance and time. Distance and time directly or inversely proportional? Yeah, directly proportional. Why? Means like when you have more time, you will reach more distance. When we are having only less time means you will reach only less distance. Like when you are having more time, you will cover more distance. When you are having only less time means you will cover only less distance. So both are directly proportional. And last relation is between distance and speed. Distance and speed. When you are moving in high speed, you can cover more distance. When you are moving in very low speed, you can cover only less distance. So both are directly proportional. Now we will see formula derivation. Formula. So yeah, speed and time are inversely proportional when distance is constant, right? So from this, we are going to make one formula. Speed equal to distance by time. When distance is constant, speed and time are inversely proportional. Main formula in time, speed, distance. Very important formula. From this main formula, we are going to derive two formulas. One is distance, the other one is time. Now tell me, distance equal to speed into time. Speed into time. Then time equal to replace time and speed. So time equal to distance by speed. Yeah, we have done with relationship between, then formulas. At last we will see conversions. For example, in the question they have given distance in meters. Distance given in meters, speed given in kilometer per hour. Can we directly solve the sum? No. Why? Because they have given two different units. One is meters and the other one is kilometer per hour. So we have to convert the speed into meter per second. From kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiple with 5 by 18. We will see why this 5 by 18 came. First see the numerator, kilometer to meter we have to convert, so 1000. Denominator from hour to second we have to convert. For this from hour to minute, then minute to second. 1 hour equal to how many minutes? 60. Good. Then 1 minute equal to how many seconds? Same 60. So denominator 60 into 60. Cancel 2 zeros. Remaining 10 by 36 which is 5 by 18. Okay, first conversion. From kilometer per hour to meter per second, multiple with 5 by 18. Then second conversion from meter per second to kilometer per hour. To convert this, just reciprocal of this value, multiple with 18 by 5. Then third conversion from hour to minute. For example, I am giving you 1 hour. Convert this into minutes. What we'll do? Multiple with 60 which is 60 minutes. So while you are converting from hour to minute, just multiple with 60. Then fourth conversion from minute to hour. For example, I am giving you 30 minutes. Convert this into hour. What we'll do? We'll divide with 60. 30 by 60, 1 by 2. So we'll say half an hour, right? We'll say 30 minutes as half an hour. So while you are converting from minute to hour, just divide with 60. Hour to minute, multiple with 60. Minute to hour, divide with 60. That's all. So we have seen 4 conversions in time, speed, distance. Copy this basics. Then we'll see sums.